Learning hybrid photography, one day at a time.
Become a smarter photographer every day at discovermirrorless.com.
It's free and phone and tablet friendly.
Hello, it's good to see everyone, especially Jessica, who's with me. I'm Carol, and I'm brand new to hybrid photography. I've been dabbling in it for, I don't know, 4 to 6 months now. And the biggest part of my conversion here is both learning to shoot video, but also learning to edit it. And I haven't found the perfect editing tool for me yet, for the way I work. And my friend Jessica happens to be an expert on ProShow Producer. So I've conned her into spending a little time with us this morning to help me figure out if it's the right tool for me, but also to introduce me to it because I've literally never seen it. And although today we're not going to look at it, today I'm just going to hear about it. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Jessica.
Well, I'm Jessica Wallach and I run Portrait Playtime. We primarily do kids, but we've been expanding fast into commercial photography, and we do hybrid all the time now. And so I find that when I come home and I edit my stuff, I use Lightroom for my first set of edits, but when I'm putting the final piece together, I like to use ProShow Producer.
So what makes ProShow Producer the go-to tool for you?
It has all this control. It probably has similar control to Final Cut, and Final Cut might have more, but this has so much more than either Animoto or ProShow Web. And so I can decide the timing, I can decide the transitions, and I can layer things and take things apart, and yeah, I can control it.
Okay, so when you say layer things and take things apart, can you give me an example? I mean, I get what transitions are. I'm not sure about this next piece.
Okay, so let me start with just my process. I usually first use ProShow Web to make a draft. So everything or many of what I'm going to put into the video up on ProShow Web, I choose my music, and then it spits out a draft, and then I download it. And from there, let's say I was doing a holiday card and there was a background, but ProShow Web only put it on 1 or 2 pictures. It comes into ProShow Producer as a layer in that slide, and then I can literally copy that layer onto other slides and make it exactly how I want it to look.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
It's very cool. Another cool piece, like in ProShow Web, you have to have your text on a separate slide. Once I bring it into ProShow Producer, I can then make it a separate layer, but have it all in the same slide. I love how I can combine pictures in one slide in lots of different ways with the layering.
Oh, that is awesome. That's something that always bothered me, was having to have a text slide in ProShow Web, but it's a pretty cool tool for what it is, and you just sort of have to deal with it.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about the technical specs of Producer. What platforms does it run on? What does it cost-ish? What else do you know about it?
It is definitely a Windows-based product, and it costs about $250.
Okay, so it's not very expensive as software goes. Do they update very often?
They seem to, yeah.
And do you keep up with the updates as they go?
Sometimes.
Spoken like a true photographer. Sometimes. I know that, like, I've been dabbling with a lot of, as you know, a lot of video tools. Final Cut Pro is the latest one that I've been playing with, and I'm not sure if it has any audio that comes with it. Premiere Pro did not have anything come with it at all. I mean, it's just any audio you have to add. What about Producer?
Producer, no audio with it. That's one reason I use web, so I can get the music.
Okay, that's a great way to do that too. Is you're just grabbing it and then tweaking it and making it into what you want.
Right, and then you have a lot of control over the sound, so you can. There's a bunch of things I do. I can fade in and fade out the overall music. I can make the video clip sound either 0 or go the other way and make it a little louder if it's soft. So there's really basic editing. You can't take out sound like you might be able to do in Final Cut Pro. I mean, like a background noise or something. It does not, like I said, it's not an editor, it's a combiner.
Gotcha. Wow, thanks, Jess. That is such great information. As a parting shot, is there anything else you think that our audience might want to know about Producer as they're evaluating it for their uses?
I think what made me fall in love with it was that I could change the timing of the slides so that I could paste my video myself instead of letting some computer algorithm decide. I think that was the biggest thing.
Gotcha. And that is something that's always bothered me about ProShow Web or Animoto. I've used them both. Is that things go along at the clip they decide, and sometimes I want to slow down on a picture. I want to speed up on a series,
Right.
And so it sounds like Producer really has the fine-tuning tools for that.
Yep, Animoto, you could do it a little bit, but this is ultimate. I can do it down to, I don't know, as millisecond as I want, and I do sometimes. I mean, it's amazing just to get the clip exactly right and the transition exactly right. I think that's the biggest reason I use it, and then everything else is really nice to have.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jess, for taking the time to share that with me and with our audience, because I'm sure there are others like me who are, now that I'm doing video, what the heck do I do to edit it? And that was really helpful. Until next time, shoot lots, remember the video, and keep dreaming.
Thanks, Carol.
Learning hybrid photography one day at a time.
Become a smarter photographer every day at discovermirrorless.com.
It's free and phone and tablet friendly.